All right, I'm back, everybody. All I did was go open the boxes with my keys. I have not actually looked inside any of these boxes yet, but it's a two-handed job, so it's a little bit easier to open them when you're not holding a phone. So let's see what the next one is that we ended up getting printed from Kablam. Some of this stuff, again, is going to be completely new book. Some of it's going to be some stuff that's been out of print for a while. Ooh, this is going to be the new Los Ojos that we did. Los Ojos was one of the first horror stories that I ended up making, and that got published through Pop Goes the Icon as a part of their Omega Comics Presents series. And it's a story about a contract killer born with an ability. When he looks people in the eyes, he doesn't see them as human, he sees them as angels or demons. Now, I made this book with Francisco Iaquinta a while ago, and sorry all the shaking, guys. I'm trying to open a thing with one hand and hold a phone with another. And we really enjoyed working on this thing together. So I didn't have the original cover file because that was owned by the publisher. So we did a brand new cover for this. This is brand new original work from Francisco. And then the inside is the original story. And because it's a 25-page issue, we actually got to include a bunch of bonus stuff in the back that was not previously published. Some of the in-process stuff that Francisco did with pencils, with cover designs. The original black and white cover design, I didn't have the color version of it in my files, because again, the publisher owns it. But so we're redoing this one. And the reason that we'd opted to reprint Los Ojos as a preview is Francisco and I are actually engaging in doing a sequel to Los Ojos, and we're still kind of putting together the parameters of that project right now, but again, my newsletter will have more details on that as they come out. So yay. So right now we're already looking at 3 titles. 2 of them are reprints that have been out of print for a while, Junkyard Chase and Los Ojos. Los Ojos was one of my most popular titles that I had on my table. And then one of the brand new ones, Witches of Eastwick Boulevard, which is again premiering this year. So that was this box. Let's see what's in this box. And apologies again for all the camera shakes, but opening a box one-handed, especially when stuff is in plastic, can get a little tricky. Plus, there's a lot of stuffing in here. All right, this looks like the last reprint book that we're doing, The Fan, which is my other horror story that I did back in the day, and another really popular one that I had on my table. It's a short story about a woman with supernatural powers and an unhealthy obsession with the lead singer of a band. And the artist on this one is Nicholas Romeo, who, the reason that we reprinted this book is because he and I are partnering on another title that's going to be in one of these boxes, hopefully, called Beyond the Pillars. And that one will be something we'll find hopefully soon. But similar to Junkyard Chase, it's a short story that we put in here. And then, hold on, I gotta be careful because some of the pages are a little PG-13. But then we also included the script and some of the process pages that Nick did, from layouts to pencils to inks, and then obviously you can see the finished piece in the book itself. Yeah, I'm really proud of this story, and again, I wanted people to see as much work from Nick. These are all of his layouts right there, so everyone can kind of see the process that he did and how that translates into the finished issue. But his artwork is just gorgeous, and I'm very proud of this book too. Plus, horror was a completely new thing for me to play in, and I think this book turned out extremely well. But now I'm excited to kind of share with the world our next book that he and I are collaborating on. So again, well, because this one was previously published, and it's just a short story. We'll probably just make this one like an exclusive if you buy, all the preview issues or something like that. I'm still trying to figure out what the packages will look like. I've got a couple of weeks before my first convention. This stuff's already getting everywhere. There's some on the floor. All right, we got two more boxes to go, and then whatever this thing is. I don't know why they would have sent me that, but this should all be brand new stuff now. No, this is more Junkyard Chase. That's not possible. We only ordered 100 of these. Nope. That was a fib. Underneath the Junkyard Chase is the new book, Beyond the Pillars. This is the next Nicholas Romeo book that he and I are working on. So again, just like Witches of Eastwick Boulevard, we're just printing a single issue of this one so that we can kind of tease it out, preview it to people, gain interest and excitement. It kind of operates a little bit like a pre-order in a way for the graphic novel. And if I can, I'll see if I can do a little bit of a discount for people who want to back the Kickstarter but already kind of got this thing. It's tricky to set those types of things up on a platform like Kickstarter. But so this book is currently in black and white. I'm sure when we do the graphic novel, we'll do it in color. But Beyond the Pillars is kind of like an Indiana Jones story. If the guy wasn't good at his job, he was just darn lucky. And it takes place during the Vietnam War about a dishonorably discharged soldier who's kind of become a bit of a scoundrel and a bounty hunter or a treasure hunter for hire. And during a card game gone wrong, ends up getting his hands on a shipment of weapons that are coming in from China. And of course, it's not exactly what he expects. So again, gorgeous artwork in here. I think Nick's work in black and white alone is very, very pretty. I'm very, very proud of the work that he and I have done. I can't wait to see what this would potentially look like in color, and I have to be careful not to spoil anything because there's spoilers in this book as we get towards the end. But again, we printed all these through Kablam. Kablam does a really nice job in black and white. This one's got a little bit of grayscale in it, which I just kind of added in to help make some of the characters pop on the cover and then in some of the flashback sequences here. But again, that's going to be another one that we will end up doing a graphic novel for coming soon. So let's go over here. We only got one more box and then this envelope. So I'm really, really curious what's going to be in this thing. Oh, all right. This is one of the other new titles that we have coming out. And this is from me and my buddy Andrew Kwan. Andrew and I met ages ago at a Wizard World, I believe it was. And we've done multiple pitches together, but have never actually had a project greenlight. And we had pitched this idea to a cyberpunk anthology. The story is called Consumer. And we got accepted into the anthology, but then the anthology leaders, or the people that were editing the book, essentially came back and said that they weren't going to do it anymore. And we liked the story so much, we just opted to do it ourselves. So it's a cyberpunk manga story, single issue, one and done, about a group of thieves that find a piece of beta technology that's coming out from a new Microsoft-like corporation, and they opt to steal it and review it online for everybody. But something nefarious is going on with the technology, and it's up to them to kind of figure out whether or not they will, how they will react to it. It's a short story. It's only about 11 pages, and again, in the back we ended up including copies of the script and some of the in-process work that Andrew did, as well as some of his character designs, which are absolutely gorgeous, and then some of the location designs that he ended up doing, for the book as well. So Consumers, one of the new titles that we have out. Again, it's going to be a one and done. It's got a script in the back. This will be part of that preview package. We only printed 100 of these, but depending on how well they sell, we might do a Kickstarter for it. We'll see. Depends on what Andrew's feeling and what we might want to do next. So the last thing that we've got here is this package. And again, I have no idea what this is. I assume it's coming from Kablam, so it's the same company. Maybe just everything couldn't fit in the box. Hold on. I have to set the camera down for a second. You're gonna hate me. But this requires two hands. Two hands. All right, we're back. Yeah, I have seriously no idea what this is, or why it would be separate from the rest. Let's find out. I think if I do another one of these unboxing things, I'm going to have somebody else holding the camera so it shakes less. Let's see if I can get away with this with one hand, or if this cardboard is attached. Of course it is. You're gonna hate me, guys. Set the phone down. All right, what do we got here? Oh, you know what? It's just more Consumer. So it looks like it just all didn't fit in the box. That's fine. So in any case, that's a lot of new titles coming out this year. I've been working on 7 different graphic novels over the course of 2019, and a lot of this stuff's going to be coming out again this year. Some of the projects I can talk about, and I have been talking about in my newsletter. Some of them I'm not allowed to talk about. There's an NDA in place. But we will start talking about those as soon as we can. But we're looking at 3 completely new titles here with The Witches of Eastwick Boulevard, Consumer, and Beyond the Pillars. And then reprints of The Fan, Junkyard Chase, and Los Ojos with a brand new cover and some bonus stuff in the back there. So that's a lot on top of all the other stuff that I've done. And the age ranges on these run the gamut, right? Because Witches is probably PG, so all ages on there. But Consumer and Beyond the Pillars are definitely like more for teens, more PG-13. Whereas The Fan and Los Ojos kind of run the gamut between PG-13 and R, depending on who you talk to. Junkyard Chase definitely young readers friendly, but it'll also put a little bit more diversity on the table beyond the Albert the Alien books that I already have on there, and that whole series will be available at cons this year as well. In any case, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for these unboxings. If you like these, leave me a comment, let me know. I can do more of them as they come out, because there's certainly a lot of inventory management that you do when you self-publish at home. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to premiering these books at the conventions this year. My full schedule is up in the newsletter and on my website, trevoramueller.com. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.